Because the Diddy, oh, Diddy done turned over tapes. Allegedly, with the Carters.
Listen, if you thought the Diddy saga was over, then you were completely wrong, because the name-dropping has even grown bigger and wilder. This is becoming a tale of the more you look, the more you see. So don't forget to hold on to your wigs and edges, because this latest update from the drama is probably going to be the biggest so far this year. And yes, we are talking about a behind-the-scenes video so private, so explicit, so unexpected. The adjectives are just too hard to come up with. Of course, Diddy's name has probably gone beyond redemption at this point, but the names of those he is taking along with him are terrifying. In a developing story, two of entertainment's biggest icons are caught in a compromising situation that's sure to rock the industry to its core. You'll never look at this A-list power couple the same way again after hearing the insane details soon to be revealed. But hey, first, for the sake of our viewers who are struggling to catch up with the gist, here is a brief recap for you. By now, you've probably heard about the issues surrounding Sean Diddy Combs over the past year. The hip-hop mogul has been trapped in a storm of lawsuits and accusations from almost everybody, including his former associate and ex-girlfriend, Cassie, who was the first to come out, claimed that Diddy displayed deeply disturbing behaviors, including recording sexual encounters without consent. While many fans felt these claims were merely a way to get back at the music star, the feds apparently seemed to have taken it seriously, leading them to storm Diddy's two luxury apartments in Miami and LA on the same day and at the same time. The coordinated house sweep last month, where Diddy was somehow able to escape, involved officials deep searching for potential evidence of criminal activities, including illicitly recorded videos and images. But of course, as expected, Diddy's legal team has been up and running, trying to cover all traces while presenting his name in good light. His lawyers tagged the raids as a witch hunt, which isn't only unnecessary, but also wicked.
Sean Diddy Combs' ex-girlfriend Misa Hilton posted a compilation of short scenes from a raid inside the rapper's Los Angeles home.
However, investigators seem to think and note differently, as they claim they were following an extensive trail of explosive claims against the music titan. So now, fans and followers are left to ask themselves which of these two narratives we should believe. However, in the middle of all these, the authorities have again uncovered something that surpassed anyone's wildest expectations. A set of recordings that blew the entire case wide open, implicating two of the biggest names in the industry. Authorities allegedly uncovered extremely explicit and private recordings of none other than Beyonce and Jay-Z themselves. That's right. The recordings in question are said to capture the biggest names in entertainment, the king and queen of music's royal couple, in a compromising situation that defies anything we thought we knew about them. According to insiders, the videos depict Beyonce and Jay-Z engaged in sexual situations during one of Diddy's notorious parties. Now, this probably confirms that many of the supposed rumors about Diddy's unconventional parties are actually true. Now, back to Beyonce and Jay-Z. The power couple wasn't just displaying PDA. I mean, PDA isn't criminal or disturbing. Or is it? However, now we are talking about the most intimate, unfiltered footage imaginable of the pair. The kind of X-rated content that should never have seen the light of day. This video becomes even more shocking When you consider how Beyonce and Jay-Z have built and defended their public image as one with the most flawless perfection you can ever imagine. An unblemished, loving partnership. If these reports are indeed true, it's one of the biggest breaches of privacy and trust that the celebrity world has ever seen. So, just how did these wildly explicit and confidential recordings of Beyonce and Jay-Z make their way into the hands of federal authorities? Well, sources suggest it was an utterly ruthless power move by a close former friend and collaborator, Sean Diddy Combs himself. Are we saying Diddy is singing already? Wait for it. According to insider reports, Diddy purposely leaked the jaw-dropping Beyonce Jay-Z videos as a calculated bargaining chip to get the heat off himself. With lawsuits upon lawsuits and allegations upon allegations, including those of sexual misconduct, continuing to mount on each other, the struggling and probably confused music star might have thought that handing over such high-profile celebrity receipts would be his best chance to avoid the harshest charges. But is this true? We really cannot trust insider reports 100% at this time, but the stakes in this regard are pretty high. However, more importantly, we shouldn't forget the fact that Diddy may have had another, even more destructive motive to utterly humiliate and sabotage the man he once considered family, Jay-Z. Now you are asking, how did things get to this? You see, when the initial assault allegations against Diddy first emerged, Jay stayed utterly silent, failing to publicly support or defend his supposed close friend and collaborator for a partnership that produced some of hip-hop's biggest anthems, like Public Service Announcement. It was viewed as a shocking lack of loyalty. But is this actually true? Well, to be honest, with Jay-Z's previous reactions to experiences like this in the past, it is really hard to say at this point. Anyways, back to what we have at hand. The tea doesn't actually stop there. More and more whispers are gathering about the relationship between Diddy and Jay-Z to be more than just a creative bond. Rumors of a previous romantic or intimate connection between the two music titans have persisted for years. If true, it would add an extra level of scorn, motivating Diddy's actions. I mean, who keeps quiet when there is a vengeful lashing out against a man who may have been more than just a close associate to you? Probably Jay-Z, you know? From leaked videos of Jay thrashing Diddy's backside during a concert, revealing quotes from insiders like Jaguar Wright, claiming they engaged in more than just a working relationship. The allegations of past Diddy-Jay-Z intimacy run deep. Whether any truth lies there or not, it certainly would explain Diddy's seeming determination to detonate an all-out nuclear scandal against the Carters. While the leaked Beyonce Jay-Z videos stand to ruin reputations on both sides, sources indicate Queen Bey is already working overtime on damage control. Multiple insiders allege that as soon as the wind of this scandal started building up, Beyonce began meticulously planning an exit strategy to separate herself from her husband's potential career immolation. For the famously private and image-conscious Beyonce, this represents an almost inconceivable threat to the clear and impeccable brand she's spent several years, up to decades building. She's the standard bearer for the dream girl next door, mixed with unblemished talent. A compromising sex tape goes against everything her persona represents. That's not to say Beyonce is a complete stranger to controversy herself. Far from it. In fact, in 2018, her former drummer, Kimberly Thompson, made shocking claims that Beyonce was practicing extreme witchcraft, even alleging she murdered her pet kitten. While Thompson's credibility was questioned, it showed a glimpse of Beyoncé's aggressive tactics to ruthlessly protect her image at all costs. And if the whispers are to be believed, then she really must protect that image. Because beyond just the explicit leaks, there are long-standing rumors that Beyoncé has her own closet full of skeletons she is determined to keep buried. For instance, many have speculated her involvement in sabotaging the career of Tiffany Evans back in the 2000s, after Beyoncé infamously gave record exec L.A. Reid a look when he praised Evans' talent over Rihanna's. So, you can say Beyoncé may have experience in attempting to mitigate, control, or outright eliminate any perceived threat to her carefully designed public image and persona. And this tape leak involving her husband could represent a crisis of unprecedented magnitude on that front. According to inside reports, Beyoncé is already preparing to release statements separating herself from the Jay-Z persona. She allegedly wants to make it clear she had no knowledge or involvement with anything on those tapes, and is just as blindsided as the public. Some even suggest Beyoncé could be putting up a smokescreen about still supporting Jay-Z publicly, while secretly consulting divorce lawyers behind the scenes. Of course, only Beyoncé and her inner circle know her true plans and motivations. But one thing is clear. With her hard-fought legacy and empire hanging in the balance, she seems prepared to fight this threat tooth and nail. Whether that means standing by Jay-Z's side or strategically removing herself from the picture. What would happen remains to be seen. But the Bayhive can likely expect a ruthlessly calculated PR blitz like none other from their queen. When it's all said and done, the entire saga surrounding the alleged Beyoncé and Jay-Z video leak may go down as one of the most volcanic, reputation-shattering scandals the entertainment world has ever seen. Two of music's most iconic, revered figures, exposed in their rawest, most intimate moments. Videos that should have remained private are suddenly being weaponized in a titanic grudge match between supposed friends turned bitter rivals. If the allegations are true, we're witnessing reputations shredded and legacies potentially dismantled beyond repair. And who's to say that this is the final bombshell? That would be a very expensive joke, because the war has just begun, especially this legal back and forth, as more secrets and leaked videos could still be lurking. Diddy and his legal opponents have seemingly shown no boundaries when it comes to trying to one-up the other through attacking reputations. And even if it means bringing down another industry big name, they seem not to care a bit at this point. For Beyoncé and Jay-Z, this could spell the long-rumored conclusion to their well-documented marital struggles, divorce court visitation, battles over assets, and image rights. It may even get far uglier than we can ever imagine before any resolution would be reached. Anyway, no matter where this insane scandal goes from here, one thing is clear. How people would see the Beyoncé-Jay-Z relationship has been forever shattered. The perfectly created and managed music surrounding the Carters as entertainment's reigning power couple has been irreparably undone. We're getting a disturbingly raw look behind the curtain that can never be unseen. So again, we ask, where else do we go from here? Because definitely, even more unbelievable developments like this would continue to arise, as long as Diddy remains the subject of interrogation by the feds. And when a hunter like Diddy suddenly becomes the hunted, then we should be prepared for the worst case possible. So that's it for now, guys. Don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments below and smash the subscribe button to enjoy even more interesting updates like this one about your favorite celebrities. Bye for now, and see you in the next one.